Hello everyone. Welcome welcome back to our Python complete course. In our previous episode, we have learned about Python basics, including variables, data types, taking inputs from the users, operators, and we also built some mini projects. And today's topics is conditional statement, which are one of the most important concept in Python program. So today's learning objectives are decision making, if statements, if else statements, if elif else statement, nested else, if and logical operators. Decision making, how programs choose what to do next, if statement, the simplest one way condition, and where you give one condition and if it is true, then the program will be running. And if else statement, if the if statement is wrong, then else statement will work to two outcomes, one clear choice. If elif else, if 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 condition is wrong, then in the program will jump to if elif, and if elif condition is wrong, then the program will jump to the statement. Handle many cases in a chain, and you can use elif statements in many times you need, as many times as you need. And nested in a if statement, and there are more conditions, like we can add if into if, condition inside conditions. Logical operators combines checks and with and or not, as in the previous episode we have learned about and, or, and not. So in today's topic, take the conditional statement, which are one of the most important concept of programming. Think about some applications you use every day. When you unlock your phone, it checks whether your password is correct. It, when you log into Instagram or your Gmail ID, if it verifies your username and password, and an ATM asks for your PIN before allowing in your transaction. A traffic signal changes is your action based on the light color. All these applications are are making decision. Computer don't make decisions on their own. They only follow the instructions we write. In Python, we use conditional statements to tell it the computer uh, what to do when a condition is true and what to do when it is false. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to write programs that can make decisions just like a real world applications. So, why conditions? Conditions, every app you use makes decisions like these thousands of times a second. As I said, ATM pin, a four digit check. If a pin is correct, it it it, it will withdraw your money, and otherwise it will deny. And as per the traffic lights, red is equals to stop, green is equals to go, and Y, yellow is equals to slow down. based statement. So yes. So let's get started. What is a conditional statement? Before writing any code, let's understand the concept. The conditional statement is a programming statement that allows a program to execute different blocks of code depending on whether a condition is true or false. In simple words, it helps the computer to answer questions like is the user old old enough to vote, just like voting eligibility. He age must be 18 or above to vote. So the logic we will be using age is greater than equals to 18. Is the password correct? So as per the ATM, we use four-digit check that is the password correct or not. Then only the ATM will withdraw your money. As the student pa- pass the exam, there are many passing criterias or in a exam to pass it pass by the student. Is is the number even or odd? In even or odd, when a number is divisible by 2, then it is even, and otherwise it is odd. Every one- every one of these questions has only two possible answers, true or false. So, Boolean values. What are Boolean values? In the previous lecture, I have explained about what are Boolean values, and it is it all the Boolean values conditions evaluate the Boolean values whose in it true or false or nothing else. The two value type behind every conditions in our code. So let's open our VS Code and we can write ren 10 y. So now this is a Boolean expression that we are given here. Python Python checks whether 10 is greater than 5 or not. Since the answer is yes, then Python prints true, as you can see here. Another example, print 10 is smaller than 5. Then see what it says. For the first statement, and it says it's true because 10 is greater than 5 and it is true. For the second statement, it says it is false because 10 is greater than 5 and we are writing 10 is smaller than 5. So this is all about Boolean values. Who's now coming to the if statements. The simplest condition null statements in a Python and is the key if statement. It means if the condition is true, execute the following code. As you can see, the syntax. First, we are giving the variable named as age 20, and we are giving the if statement. We can see the syntax of this code. If then age is greater than equals to 18. If the age is greater than equals to 18, then this code will be executed and the output will be eligible. The block runs only when the condition is true. We can also see that we can also see it in our VS Code. I'm I'm going to write that code here. Print no, sorry. Age equals to 20, and if age is greater than equals to 18, and then colon, then print if I without eligible for, then you can write eligible. So yes, 20 is greater than equals to 18. So this statement is true and the code has run eligible. You can also do like this: int input age is equals to. As in the previous lecture, I have already told what about the input function. If you haven't watched that video, please watch it. It is asking me age, and I can also write 17, and let's see what happens. The code, the Python only compiles this statement, but not the if statement, because if statements get gets its false at this point because 17 is not greater than equals to 18. If I write 19, then let's see what happened. It is saying eligible. So yes, notice the colon, notice the colon and after the condition. Also notice is the indentation. Here, after if statement, there should be some space left here. This is known as indentation, and you have to take care about indentation, otherwise it will give you the syntax error. In Python, indentation is very important. The code inside if block must be indented. So here Our first line, we create the variable named as age, and we have taken the input from the user about the age. Then Python checks the condition is whether the age is greater than equals to 18 or not. Since 19 is greater than equals to greater than 18, the condition is true, and therefore Python executes the print statement. I can also write one example. Oh shit. And marks marks equals to f will be the float float input float hard equals marks. Then if and they are good as marks is greater than equals to 40, then print, sorry, I have written here wrong, float, print and you you cost. So here it is asking me what are marks you got, and if you write here 35, then it gives no answer because cos 35 is not greater than equals to 4. So it will not jump to the print statement. And now I'll be writing 47.35. It will be saying now 47.35 is greater than and 40, then and now the Python will to jump and execute the print statement and print the print statement. Now, let's come to if else statement. Sometimes we want Python to be done and one thing when the condition is true and another thing when it is false. For this, we use the if else statement. If else statement choose between two outputs, one bench and always run. If if a statement is wrong, then it will be jumping to the second end and the else will execute the print statement. Here you can see the syntax. It is as simple as if statement, we will write we will be naming a variable as num is equals to 10, and if num modulus 2 is equals to 0. This means it is saying when num is divisible by 2 and giving remainder 0, then it will print an even number. If and if the number is not giving the output as 0, the remainder as 0, it will directly jump to the statement, and else statement will execute our print and give us the odd. So let's try it on our VS Code. Number is equals to input if number modulus 2 is equals to 0, it will print even number number and else else print odd number. Let's execute this program. Here I have written the same logic as in the PPT. As you can see, number, uh, I am taking the input integer input out from the user, and then writing if statement and else statement. Enter the number as 23. As 23, he gives the remainder 1. So the answer will be odd statement, odd number, because 23 is not divisible by 2, and mm, it will directly jump to the else statement, and else statement will execute the print statement. And if we write 24 here, then 24 is divisible by 2, and its answer is, by the way, 12, and its remainder is 0. So the print statement of the if condition will be applied. Now, let's come to if, elif, else statement. What if there are more than two possibilities? For example, a student marks can result in different grades. In such conditions, we use if elif statements. Chain many conditions, Python and shakes each in order until it matches. Here you can see a if score is greater than equals to 90, then grade A. If score is greater than equals to 80, then grade will be B, and L elif score is greater than equals to 70, then grade C, else grade is equals to F. After C, then it is F. Let's execute this on our VS Code. Print grade grade A LF marks is greater than equals to 75, then it will get print grade B LF marks is greater than equals to 60, then print print grade SC LF marks is greater than equals to 40, then print grade B else print fail. As you can see, you can and write the statement of elif as many times you needed, and the Python will always match the line by line. First, we will enter the marks like out of 100, a student got 68. So we got grade C. This is how decision making works. Python checks each condition from the top to bottom and stops when it finds the first true condition. Just like I write, I take 68 as my marks from the user. So where where will 67 lie? If you see marks is greater than equals to 90. Marks are not greater than equals to 90 as it is 68, then this statement is false. If Marks elif marks is greater than equals to 75. No, marks are smaller than 75. Then this statement is also false. If elif marks is greater than equals to 60. Yes, this statement is true because 68 is greater than equals to 60. So it will print our grade C. Now we will be going to our nested if statement. And a nested if statement means wrong one and if a statement inside another is if a statement. This is useful when one decision depends on another. Like here, if age is greater than equals to 18 and if my age is 19, then it will be a true. Then it will be checking my nested if. Are my marks greater than equals to 60? If yes, then I am admitted to a college or a university. Else, print low marks low, else print underaged. As you can see, this if and this else statement uh, condition and remark with the this if statement because if my marks are low, my marks are not up to the 60. Let's say my marks is 58, then my marks are low and the Python will execute my else statement as marks low. So this is how it works. This is useful when one condition depends on another. For example, we can say, let's come to our VS Code again. Hmm. Age is equals to int input dash your age is this. Please wait for a second because I cannot do this. Yeah, okay. Citizen was input. What are you and will do the based on these citizens? Are you an Indian citizen? And then Fukushima and yes, what no. Now here comes our if statement as if age is greater than equals to 18 And now, if this is our nested if, and C I T H Z citizen dot lower so you could show yes, then you must be an eligible. I will write eligible here. Eligible. Eligible. Then our else statement friend will must be an Indian Indian yes citizen to else print you are not without G I P L E people you we would reading citizen age. So yes, here if if statement I am 18 plus, then mm, the if statement is going to run and now it will be checking if nested if am I a citizen of India? So if yes, then only it will be writing eligible. Well, and if I am not, then it will be writing you must be an Indian citizen to vote. Now let's take a condition that I am of 16 age. My age is 16. Then it will directly come to the this else statement that print you are not eligible to vote. Let's see. I'll be writing here 19. So it is asking me yes or no. Then I'll be writing yes. So it is saying me eligible. If I say no, then it is going to say me you must be an Indian citizen. If I am underage, like I am of 16, and you are in Indian citizen, so I'll be writing no. No, yes, you are not eligible to vote. This is how it works. Now comes to the logical operators. As if you haven't seen my previous video, you should see it because many of things are going from there, coming from there. Explain multiple conditions that uh, can be combined and both must be true or not. So let's come with an example because in the previous video I have already explained it. Age equals to 20 as ID is equals to true, then if age is greater than equals to 18 and has ID, then print ENT or vacancy AWLOWET lower. Else print ENT or vacancy 3 in high ETT9. So yes, if my age is greater than equals to 18 and when this end statement comes, then and it also checks this that I have ID or not. If I don't have my ID, it's false, then and it will be saying that it will be directly jumping to my this else statement. As my age is greater than an 18 and I have ID true, then the if statement is going to work and execute as entry allowed, as you can see here. Now we can build a small meaning projects. I'll be making voting eligibility and else you can do if you have any. I'll be doing this voting eligibility control. Yes, voting dot py. So for voting eligibility, I'll be writing first taking age as a variable name and input as an integer, input from the user, and then if age is greater than equals to 18, then print you are legal age I is eligible to we go else and you are not eligible to withdraw DPO. If I give that I am underage, I am of 16, then you are not eligible to vote because was if a statement gets false because 16 is not greater than and equals to 18. If I write 27, then it will be showing right 27 you are eligible to vote. I have made one mini project for you as a voting eligibility. Now create calculator uh, larger than 3 or ATM pin and login system. You can do by your own. If you have any doubts, you can comment. I'll be replying over it. These are some practice questions where you can practice. So, uh, in the next lecture, you will be